Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a silhouette from an image that you can use in your silhouette cameo. So here I've got an image opened up in GIMP, G-I-M-P. It's freeware. It's just like Photoshop. Everything I'm doing here you'll be able to do in Photoshop too, just things in those. So I've got my image, and what I'm going to be using the magic wand is what it's called in Photoshop, fuzzy select tool here in GIMP. I'm going to select this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start clicking on the, and what it does is it selects that are similar. The threshold adjusts how much it's select. I'm just going to keep adding to this current until I selected that I want to delete. So all of that background, in the background instead of her, just because she is more colorful than the background. So I'd rather delete that out than try to take her out of the picture, if that makes sense. You can also use your eraser tool, and that is a good way to get rid of it. This just will help you fine tune a little bit more. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go in. I'm going to add to the area that I want to get rid of, and then I will be right back. Okay, so now I've got more of the background selected, and you still have a few random pixels here and there, and it's not as clean maybe as I would want it to be ideally, so you'd want to take your time on doing that. So now I'm just going to right click on my mouse, and I am going to select this. I'm going to say feather, and what this is going to do is this is going to smooth out some of those extra pixels. So you see that, just clean that up a little bit there, and then it all gives it a little bit more of a smoother edge. And now I'm going to right click in, and I am going to just cut that out. So you did there. Now this is going to really take your time on cleaning up the leg and that kind of thing. So I'm going to clean some of that up, and then I am actually in my background. I am going to invert it by right clicking, and I'm going to say to invert, and then that way it'll only select her and make that into a new layer. So just give one moment and I will show you that. Okay, so I've got that a little bit better cleaned up, and again, you just want to really take your time and smooth out all of those edges. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to say I want it to select the invert. So now it's actually selecting her. It doesn't look any different, but it's actually only selecting her. And I'm going to say copy, and then I'm going to say, again, right clicking, and then I'm going to go into paste as, let's see, I want it to paste as a new layer. And then when I hide the visibility on that one, you can see what is left. So I deselect that so you don't see those blinky lines. I'll go in with my eraser, clean up some of these extra little artifact things here, and then I'll show you the next step. So right now, I'm just going to take my eraser over here and clean this up a little. Okay, so I did some of that erasing. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my background again using that tool. And again, now I'm on this layer that is just her. I select that, and you see it's got all that there. And if I have these little stray pixels on here, then that's where that's going to show up. Again, I'm going to invert this. So I'm going to say select invert. And I am right click, and I am going to say edit and fill with my foreground and speed. And there she is. And then you can just save your file, or in this case, you're going to, because with GIMP, you need to save it as a JPEG, so you export as JPEG, and then you can open it up in your Silhouette software and then do the trace. So I will show you that in 1 second here. Okay, so now I'm going to find the picture that I just saved as a JPEG. Just open it up here in the studio, and then I will just go in with my trace settings here. Select the trace area. And there we've got that. I will adjust these various settings with the threshold and scale. Again, threshold is kind of like your sensitivity setting. And then I would choose trace. And then now when I go to my background, I delete that, and you can see it's got my cut lines. And that is all there is to it. Hopefully this will help you out. Have a great day.